Is the CIA running secret concentration camps in Gaza? Well, not so secretively anymore. Our next guest, journalist Dan Cohen from Uncaptured Media, has uncovered a bombshell about what the CIA is actually doing in Gaza, fresh off his recent trip to Israel. Dan Cohen joins us now. Dan, when I saw your report, my jaw hit the floor. The CIA running concentration camps in Gaza, what did you find?
Yeah, Clayton, that's basically the plan. Right now, the U.S. and Israel have approved a plan to send 1,000 CIA-trained mercenaries, American soldiers, former British soldiers, French, Kurdish soldiers, to create what are concentration camps in the Gaza Strip. And they're basically what they want to do is clear out all resistance in the north of Gaza, which of course is being ethnically cleansed, and we're seeing daily massacres in this area right now. And they want to take a village, a neighborhood called Al Tatra in the northwest of Gaza, and use this as basically a test case to take Palestinians, concentrate them inside neighborhoods, and surround them with walls that they can only enter and exit with using biometric data. So whether that's fingerprints or their eyes, their pupils, their retinas, who knows what it might be. They don't specify, but this is a very modern, technologically sophisticated version of the same kind of concentration camps that what was in Vietnam the U.S. used. They called the Strategic Hamlet Program, or was used in Iraq and Afghanistan, where they called it gated communities, was the nice flowery term they used. And so they want to roll this program out. It's been approved by Jake Sullivan, the White House National Security Advisor, who is basically running the foreign policy of the United States, because obviously Joe Biden isn't and Kamala Harris isn't. So this unelected bureaucrat, this war hawk, who famously said Al Qaeda is on our side in Syria to Hillary Clinton, is now running our foreign policy and has approved this. So it's being done through a private company run by an Israeli-American businessman named Moti Kahana. His company, he calls the Uber for war zones. So privatized version. So they can send these mercenaries to basically surround these walled off ghettos, and people living inside can only get humanitarian aid if they submit their biometric data and they're approved. The others who don't will not receive any aid, meaning food, water, medicine, anything like that, and presumably those ones will be killed. So this is the counterinsurgency model that the U.S. has applied again and again in the post-World War II era that has failed repeatedly. And I think it's likely to fail in Gaza, as Palestinians are sure to resist.
So let me see if I get this right. The United States government under Jake Sullivan
Shalom, shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, which is to say in the Paleo Hebrew, Yahweh, which is the name of our Heavenly Father, meaning He is, Bahashem, meaning in the name, Yahweh Shai, meaning He is our salvation. To the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans here in the Western Hemisphere, and to the rest scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth who look like the other nations, but through the patrilineal lineage go back to the Hebrew Israelites, all right? And as you see, there's talks of, parts of the U.S. military or ex-military, CIA, that's setting up these biometric concentration camps in the ghettos of Gaza, and the only way you can receive aid, as he said, which entails food, medicine, so on and so forth, is if you comply to their biometrics, okay? And although he said it's a test run for what they want to do, over there in Israel is also a test run for what's coming to the whole land, the whole earth, okay? Because they're going to turn these cities and parts of countries into ghettos, man. Speaking primarily here in the United States of America, it's going to be the biggest ghetto, okay? And they're going to all let it go to hell in a handbasket so they can be justified in bringing forth that micro CHIP, all right? And you're not going to receive aid. You're not going to get any type of assistance unless you receive that mark, okay? That idol that shows that you are in compliance with the beast system, all right? This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16 and verse 68. It reads, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you." Right. And this is what these elites, they are itching, they are burning to bring forth this mandate to have everyone on this planet chip, okay? But more so, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? From the northern and southern kingdom that make up, Israel, all right? They really want you sinning against your power so that they can stay in power. Pursuant to Jeremiah 50 and verse 7, okay? The more that they can continue to have us sin, the more that they can stay on top. And these other nations know that as well, all right? That's why they are all in conspiracy. Psalms 83 against us to have us to, lose who we are, to no longer remember who we are, all right? Because all these other nations, in some way, shape, or fashion, eats off of our inability to not know who we are. And not only that, but to also displease our Heavenly Father. By what? Doing what He tells us not to do. Okay, sinning. All right? So it says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols." You see? So they're going to tell certain individuals of us that in order for you to receive this, you're going to have to take this. You want your baby to get medical attention? Well, guess what? He or she is going to have to get chipped to receive this. You want to receive aid for food supplements? You're going to have to take this chip, okay? And they're going to turn your towns into ghettos, man. Okay? Even if you think you live in a nice suburb, that's not above reproach that it ain't going to be, going to hell in a handbasket. Oh, you think because you stay in a gated community now, that's going to keep you exempt from this downfall that's coming here to America? No. Okay? You think your LeBrons, your Michael Jordans, your Leonardo DiCaprio, and you name them, okay? You think they're going to be exempt from this? No. These prophecies says, and we're going to read it in Revelation 13, He causes all. It's going to be made mandatory, all right? Rich and poor. Everyone's going to be required to take this device in order to sustain whatever you have in this system. So it says, "And they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols." Okay? So whatever you need, whatever that requires or assists of you, you're going to have to get this idol, this chip, okay? Because once you take that chip and receive it in your right hand or in your forehead, you've just shown who your allegiance to. You've just shown who your God is, your power is, okay? So yes, what you see in Gaza is a microcosm of what's coming to the world, man, the world stage, okay? They're going to, and it's not going to be your fingerprint or your eye scan. No, it's going to be underneath your skin, okay? This is where this is all heading to, all right? And if you have the eyesight to see, you can actually witness it. You seeing it, Okay? BRICS coming up with the BRIC Pay, which is, looking to be decentralized currency. Stores no longer accepting certain dollar bills, even the banks for that matter, man. Okay? They're getting ready to do with this old way of banking, man, and bring in a new, more modern, flowing technical way of tracking. Okay? Let's go to Isaiah 31, because they're going to feed you those idols. They're going to feed you being idol, the things of idols, which is that chip, man. Isaiah 31 and verse 1 says what? Woe to them that go down to Egypt. You see? They're going to have these 15-minute cities, all right? And they're going to, hey, you're not coming inside the gate, inside these cities, inside these towns without that chip, man. You can stay out there in the outskirts and, live like animals or uncivilized creatures, how they look at you, goyim, which is cattle, or you could come into these smart cities where you can get the aid and assistance that you need and, being idle, take the things that's offered into idols, which is that chip. Okay? They know you can't wait them out, man, especially if you don't have Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. See, those of us that fear Yahweh understand that taking this device, this chip, this implant is going to be the worst mistake ever. Okay? That's essentially you sealing your fate. All right? And we're going to rely heavily on Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai for all wants and needs. Okay? If it be the Lord's will, because it's not up to us. All right? It's not up to us. All right? We're praying and hoping that we are of that number, man, so that we can make it. All right? Because if the Most High isn't dealing with us, man, it's a wrap, man. We're going to take that idol. We're going to take that idol being idle. Not, knowing and having any form of, relief to when things are going to get better. We're going to take that idol, man. If Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai isn't working with us, man. You see? So it says, Isaiah 31 and 1, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. That's destruction. Woe is synonymous with destruction. So you go down there and you get that aid, man, and now you become part of that system, and you now just join yourself to the beast system. Okay? Ain't no taking it out. You in. Once you put it in, that's it. It says, and stay on horses and trust in chariots. Why? Because they are many, and in horsemen. Because they are very strong, right? So it ain't no surprise that this is going to be the way that these elites are going to bring forth this mark, that they're going to do something catastrophic that's going to turn this place that you know now into a huge ghetto. All right, so that what? They can have everything that you need for what? All wants and needs. You're going to have to go down to your enemy. All right, it's prophesied in Deuteronomy 28. All right, we're really going to have to go down to our enemies for all wants and needs. If you don't have the Most High, Yahweh working with you through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. All right, you Jakes, you 2/3, this is your fate, okay? You seeing it play out in real time, man. You seeing what they doing over there in Israel with the Palestinians and trying to turn that strip of Gaza into a concentration camp where you can only receive aid and, assistance if you comply to the biometrics, okay? So it says, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel. This is why they're going to receive that idol, that mark, okay? Because when they had the time to look for the Holy One of Israel, which is Yahweh, they didn't. Neither seek Yahweh. They didn't seek him, okay, through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. All right? Oh, we don't need to go through some other person to go to the Father. We can go straight to the Father on our own, man. So what do they say? The New Testament, that Jesus character, it's all fake, man. All right? Which is partially true. that Jesus character is fake. But that's why we differentiate between Jesus and Yahushua, man. Okay? Yahushua is true and real. The real deal, the real thing, the real McCoy. All right? Ain't no half stepping, ain't no faking about that, man. All right? You're going to find out the hard way if you don't repent. So it says, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh. Right? So they going to take that idol, man. They going to take that food offered to idols, man, just so that they can go about and get their daily rations. Whether that's Medicaid, whether that's, any type of assistance, you name it, man. Okay? And those with a little bit more money, they may get that upgrade and get that one in that forehead in your brain, that chip. Okay? So it's all pending. We're going to see how they want to do this thing, all right? We're going to see how they want to bring down this system, man. But it's going to be systematically. It may be a state here or a city here or, hey, we're just going to be ready if it be the Lord's will, all right? This is the book of Revelation, which means to reveal, chapter 13, and verse 16. It says what? And he causes all, you see? So you're not going to escape this judgment, no matter how much money you got, all right? Because it's going to be made mandatory throughout the whole land. It says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So this is going to be the new way of, doing business on this system, man. This is going to be what you have to take and be fed, that idol, okay? So that what? You can continue to, function how you was prior to this place going to hell in a handbasket, or how they said, being turned into a ghetto, okay? You're not coming into these smart cities without being tracked, okay? You might as well stay on the outskirts and continue to live like a wild man out there in the ghetto. You're not going to come into these 15-minute cities, with the mindset of, hey, I don't need to have that chip in order to get fed, to get medical attention, all of that. That's going to be thrown out the window, man. You see? These are going to be a form of concentration camps, man, where you can't come in unless you comply to every demand. And that demand that they're going to require you is to what? Get chipped, okay? If you want to receive safety and you want to receive aid, you're going to have to get chipped, man. All right? And if not, they're going to literally throw you into those concentration camps, okay? Where what? Let's go there. Well, let me finish off that first, and then we go there. Revelation 13 and 16 reads, and he causes all. Who is the he? Esau, Edom. How's he going to cause? He's going to make everything he's going to make this chip mandatory. He's going to mandate it. Both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And no, this is not the same mark that's spoken of in Ezekiel 9. Okay? This is a literal physical mark. All right? The one in Ezekiel 9 is a spiritual mark. Two different words. Okay? One is in the Hebrew and one is in the Greek. All right? So if you don't comply to the demands coming into these smart cities, you're going to be tossed away, man. You're going to get carted off into these detention centers, or however you want to label them, and you're going to get reprogrammed. And if you can't get reprogrammed, they're going to sentence you to whatever that sentence is, okay? Whether it's a period of time, behind bars to see if you can get debrief or whatever and get re-educated, or if it's a lost cause, they may just say the hell with it, off with his head, man. Okay, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 2 in verse 10. Red letters, Yahweh Shah speaking. So you know it's true. He the real McCoy, man. It says, Revelation 2 and 10. For none of, Salakia, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. And this is talking about a creature with two horns and a pitchfork and a tail, a red creature. No, this is talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil, the deceiver that deceived the whole world, okay? Because the word devil just goes into deceiver, okay? And Esau, Edom, through his deception, especially now through his mainstream media, has deceived the whole world, man, okay? He can paint the picture however he see fits, man, all right? Just look what he did to, us, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, how he made it out to look like we aren't the people of the Bible, okay? Until that time was appointed that we will wake up to who we are, what you're seeing now. And now we're revealing this devil, okay? So it says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, you see? So some of us will get cast into these detention centers or whatever you want to call them and be tried with, hey, can we get you to, debrief, tell us what you know, give us all the intel, and then try to re-educate you. So some of us will be tried, man. Some of us will get scooped up out of our beds at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, carted off to these detention centers where they can try to re-educate some of us, But it says what? And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. So we may be put in prison or, whatever type of holding cell, whether it's a open detention center, whether it's something like where you got to be put in cages or whatever, man. All right. Whatever. Okay. What does it tell us in, I believe, 1 Corinthians? And I'll get that. Okay. It says, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death. Even if they say, hey, if you don't get re-educated, and by the way of taking this chip so we actually know that you re-educated, we're going to do you away. We're going to put you off, man. We're going to put you down. And you know what that is. That's code for unaliving. It says what? Yahweh Shah says what? Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life, man. So it's imperative that you understand the severeness of this. Taking that chip, that's a wrap. Okay? You're gonna be looked out. You're gonna be looked out as a shame. Let me say rephrase that. You're gonna be looked at as a shame, man. You take that chip, you're gonna be looked at as someone not worthy when Yahweh Shai comes back with the angels, and in the kingdom you're gonna know. Okay? Damn, I didn't make it on the first round, the first go round. That must have mean I wasn't worthy. Okay? You're gonna have shame on you for that period of time, coming into the kingdom, being born back as a infant through the loins of the elect. But you're gonna be in your right mind, you see. You're gonna have that new heart, all right? You're gonna understand, okay? You're gonna understand exactly, why you came in, the way that you had to come in, okay? And you wasn't able to make it in the first go round. All right, but you're gonna be all right. You see? You're going to be all right because you're going to be in your right mind in the kingdom, all right? Now, in this kingdom, you ain't, okay? If you take that chip, you're not, all right? So that's why Yahweh Shah said, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Now, this is first... This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. All right? Because, hey, you got to believe this. You got to walk this. You got to breathe this, man. You got to have faith in this word, this truth. Okay? This ain't no just, I'm just here for the entertainment factor. No, man. This got to be your life. You gotta eat and breathe this, man. Okay? If not, you just doing yourself a disservice, and it's going to show in that time. 1 Corinthians 10 and 13, it reads, there have no temptation taken you, but such as is coming to man. So there ain't nothing that no one before you have seen or after you is going to see. Okay? What's the difference? It says, but the Most High is faithful. You see? That's the difference. You know, if the Most High Yahweh is dealing with you, that's the whole game changer. If the Most High ain't dealing with you, then you're going to come to the fate of every other man that was before you. It says, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. You understand? So you get carted away in these concentration camps or these detention centers, whatever you want to label them, and you get tried and you have to be faced with the choice of, do I get re-educated or do I get the guillotine? Hey, you know what the deal is, man. Have faith. Be thou faithful unto death. Okay? Be thou faithful unto death, man. All right? And if you are the elect, you're going to make it. All right? You're going to make it. All right? They're not going to force this on you. They're going to say, if you want to eat, if you want to receive medical attention, you know, take this. Okay? And if not, good luck out there on your own. All right? So it says, there have no temptation taken you but such as is coming to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. So those of us that get carted off at whatever time in the morning or afternoon or day, or even while we at work or, you know, wherever they may scoop us up at, hey, just know, hey, there's no temptation that has taken you such as man. There's other individuals that's going through the same thing as you. All right? But what's going to be the difference is the belief, okay? Do those others believe like you? Or do you believe? You see, and if you believe and have faith, well, guess what? The Most High got you, man. All right? He's going to make a way for you to what? It says, but the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape. So he's going to make a way to escape. And you don't know how he's going to do it. You see? You may be on your way to one of these concentration camps and the door might pop open. And next thing you know, you up out the back of that door and gone on their ass, man. You see? Or you might be getting ready to get your head chopped off and the blade come down and it bounce off your neck and you receive them superpowers, man. Those spiritual powers. All right? Or you may just have to go all the way through with it and get your neck cut off and it may not feel like anything. All right? And you just, you know, in the spiritual world for that moment, that time being, till Yahushua come. And then when Yahushua comes, he summons you up. He calls you back, you know, and you meet him up in the sky to the chariots. Okay? First Thessalonians chapter 4 and verse 16. So whatever the predicament is, you got to be faithful until the end. And what does it tell us in the book of St. Matthew chapter 10? I believe right around the 30th or 31, 32, 33 verse, if I'm not mistaken. It says, fear not him that can kill the body, but rather fear him, speaking of the Most High, Yahweh, that can kill both body and soul and torment in hell, man. All right? So we got to be on point with this, man. All right? We got to be on point. You thinking that this is never going to take place, you selling yourself short. And more importantly, you discrediting this word, all right? This word is faithful and true, all right? Whether you want to accept it or not, man. And they coming with that great wrath, man. Pursuing the Revelation 12 and 12. You think this devil got all the time in the world? No, man. He understands prophecy, okay? The more people wake up, the more his plans are getting, you know, spoiled, man. He got to make that move while he can still get a fair amount of people. All right? And he's going to get his fair amount or fair share amount of people anyways, man, because not everyone that has this information believes in sincerity, truly. Revelation 12:12 says what? Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath. Why? Because he knoweth that he have but a short time, And he's looking at prophecies too, man. He's seeing the great awakening of the people. Okay? He knows what that means. He knows somehow, some way he got to slip in some type of incident or major catastrophe and make it look as natural as possible. He may try to do something in the upcoming days to the election or after the election and blame it on someone else to get people in an uproar or frenzy, And hey, within days, weeks, months, America can go from looking like how it is now to a third world country or a ghetto, man. In certain cities, states, and towns, man, and systematically pick this place apart and set up these 15-minute cities and these chipping stations where you got to come get this aid in order to receive assistance. All right, so we got to be on point with everything, man. That's why we got to walk, talk, eat, live, and breathe this truth, man, to the best of our ability. Okay, while the days are still young, man, while we still have liberty. Okay, while we still have liberty. All right. Let's finish up and close out with 1 Peter 5:8. This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5 and verse 8. It reads what? Be sober. That's important, man. You got to be sober. If you ain't sober, hey, anything is going to get pitched to you. You're going to buy it, hook, line, and sinker. Be vigilant. Continue to stay on your watch, on your tower, on your watchtower. All right? Sound that horn in Zion, man. Blow the trumpet. Okay? This is showing you the elites, the mindset of the elite, man. They want to go forth with a biometric system in order to track and, control every walks of life, man. Okay? They tired of pump faking or faking the funk on a nasty dunk, and they just get ready to come out with it, man. Okay? They get ready to come out with that. All right? Hell with it, man. So you know the plan. What are you going to do if you don't have the Most High on your side? You're going to still get taken by that fowler, okay? And his snare, all right? So it says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. And he's in no rush, man, because he already got everything planned ahead of time, okay? With these think tanks, right? They put these things out, and now you seeing them what they already put into play decades ago. This whole thing was already pre-planned decades ago, man. This whole so-called Israel and Palestinian thing, so that they can bring forth this type of solution to run it and try it out before they go globally with it. All this been planned, man. And these economic forums and these summits, all these things, all these think tanks, man, they've been pre-planned all this, man. Okay? This is what they do. They wet their tongues. They wake up and sleep at night thinking about iniquity. All right? This is who they are, man. Never trust thy enemy. Okay? And Jake gonna find out the hard way, all right? Jake gonna find out the hard way through the worst possible time ever. Jacob's trouble, man. That's the hardest way to find out, man. If you got to find out during Jacob's trouble, man, you finished already, man. See, it's best you find out right now while things are still presumably A-okay, as opposed to waiting till all hell breaks loose and then you got to find out on the run, on the go during the worst time ever known to mankind, Jacob's trouble. You through, man. You lost. It's a wrap for you. All right? It's a wrap. It's over with. Unless you are the elect and the Most High still open up that mercy and grace to you and show and put you in the direction of one of his servants, his prophets, you through. All right? Ain't too much more we gonna say on that, But it's here. All right? They getting ready to make that move, man. All right? So make sure your houses, your temples are in order and, get ready. Okay? Make sure that oil is still lit. All right? Don't let your lamp go out, man. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Okay? Yahweh Shai is on his way back. He's coming like a thief in the night to those that aren't watching. Okay? So we're going to close up on that, and with that being said, pray someone was edified through this lesson. And until the next time, if it be the Lord's will, stay strong, stay in the faith. We almost home. Shalom. Peace.